Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my course. This is for the Red Hat System Administrator course. So basically, this is going to help you learn how to use the FireWallD, which is really important because it's part of the security part of the test. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to install it. But first, what you can do is you can always check if it's installed. So you can use system control. That's what it stands for, systemctl. So it's not found, so that means we got to install it. -Y just means that you're going to say yes to all the prompts when it downloads. So instead of typing Y, everything will do it. It will do it automatically. All right, it's complete. Just finished downloading. So we're going to clear the screen. We're going to do systemctl status FireWallD. We can see that it's not started yet. Okay. Now we're going to start it. Okay. And then if we check the status, we can see that it's active and running. Okay. So now we're going to enable it. And the reason you enable it is because during the test for the Red Hat System Administrator, at the end, your virtual machine will reboot and it will start scoring everything. And if you don't enable it, it just means that FireWallD won't start automatically. So all the settings and configurations you have in there won't be applied. So make sure you do enable. It's very important. Instead of doing these two commands, you can just do this one command. Enable, and then now means that you want to start it now. Alright, and then also to use FireWallD, you got to use firewall command. That's how you access all the commands on that program. So you're going to do --. That's like the actual syntax, --, and then you're going to do get default zones. Alright, so I put an S in there. So I'm at get default zone. This will tell me the zone that I'm already in. Alright, if you want to get all the zones, you can just do get zones. This will give you all the zones that that we have publicly, or all the zones that we have actually. But the important thing about this is that for you guys to know, each zone just has different rules. That's all that means. Each zone is different, right? Okay. So we can do list all. We'll get more information about our zone. As you can see, it's telling me that I'm in the public, and it gives me the interface that it's connecting to with its 0. These are the services, the ports, and it gives you a lot more information here, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can add a port to this. So we're going to do firewall command. We're going to do permanent because it's going to be permanent, right? And then --, you're going to do add port. And then we're going to add port 80, and then we're going to add TCP, and then we're going to add the UDP one also. And now that then the next thing you want to do is reload it. So it reloads everything, so that way it gets applied. And then if I do list all, you can see that these ports popped up. I gave a permission for these ports. If you want to do services, it's the same exact thing. So we're going to do service, and then the service will be HTTP, and then HTTPS. And if I just list all, you're going to see that nothing will show. Like, it won't update. So make sure you reload it. And now you can see it popped up, and over here it didn't. So make sure you reload it. It's very important. The next thing you guys can do is firewall command, and then this will basically remove stuff. So we're going to do --, remove, and then we're going to be port. So honestly, it's the same thing as the other one. Instead of adding, you're going to put in remove, and then we're going to remove port 80, TCP, and then UDP, and then we're going to reload this, and then we're going to list all. As you can see, the ports are gone now. They don't exist. So same thing with the service. And then we're going to reload it. We're going to do list all. As you can see, now those services are gone. The HTTP, HTTPS. And if you guys want to switch zones, you guys can do firewall command and then set default zone. So this will set your default zone. Let's say I want to set it to the work one. And now when I do list all, you're going to see that work is over here. So work is here. And these are the basically permissions that it has. But like I said, you guys can always switch the zones if you like. The other thing is, if you want to switch another zone, right? Let's say if I want to change like the ports for another zone, and I'm not in that zone already. So you see I'm in a work zone right now. So when I do the commands, it's going to apply for the zone that I'm at. But to actually make it work on a zone that you're not in, you can just do this. Alright, so basically you guys just type in this. Zone equals, let's say, public, right? Because remember, I was in the public zone, but now I'm in the work zone. So on there, I'm going to add a port on there. And you guys remember that there was no ports in the public zone because I switched to this port, right? I mean, I switched to this one, right? So if I do permanent, and then I do add port, and then I do 80, TCP, success. And now I'm going to reload it, right? If I do list all, you're not going to see anything because I did it to the public zone, right? So now I'm going to set my default zone to public so we can see it. Okay, now I'm going to list all, and you can see that the port's on here. So remember, if you guys want to switch a different zone that you're not currently in, you can do this to change a different zone. And the last command that you guys can do is you guys can do get services. So this will give you the services that are running. You guys can do get ports, I think that's the one. Okay, so I think it could be list. So we're going to do, let's double check this. Oh, there it is. So we're going to do list ports. This will give you the ports that that's in your zone. And then if you want to be more specific about the services that it has for the firewall, is the services. So you can do -- list services. It will give you the default services. And if you guys ever get stuck, you guys can always use -- So if you want to add something, just do add and then -- And if you want to remove, you can do remove -- And the -- just gives you more options. Basically it. But yeah, but that's pretty much it for the test. Make sure you reload your configurations because if you do not reload it, it will not get saved. So it's really important. Right after you do it, you press the reload, it'll reload it, and it will apply the settings that you want. All right, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. And